All right. Welcome back, guys. I'm so excited we have Katrina here, and she went freaking diamond in 51 days, to be exact. So I want to hear everything that she has to say. So, Katrina, first, I want you to start with when did you join, even though I just said it, and then why did you start? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hey guys, I am Katrina. So I actually joined It Works like 2 years ago, and right before I started nursing school. But I didn't have like the best leader. I was in the company for about 6 months. I went to an event in Nashville about 6 months in, and I like hit my first promotion as executive. Like the extra money was kind of nice, but then I almost like failed out of nursing school, and so I kind of just like had how to like figure out like what was going on in my life. It was kind of crazy. I just got married, so I kind of put It Works on the back burner for a while. And then me and my husband bought a house in January. And so we were going from like a $500 rent payment to $1,000 mortgage payment. And like we were
Hold on, Katrina, you're frozen.
But we had to do like a huge budget. Am I frozen still?
You're going in and out. You're going in and out.
My phone is connected from my okay.
Oh, she's frozen.
I just texted her and told her to do it from her phone, so she might.
Okay. Am I good? I had to disconnect from my Wi-Fi, so my back. Okay. So yeah, we bought a house and we had to do like a big budget, and I realized that we were going to have to like cut back on like eating out and just like extra spending and all that. So I messaged Allie and I was like, hey, like I think I might come back with It Works. I need like an extra $500 a month just like be comfortable. And so she was like, okay, like that sounds good. And I just was like, I don't know what I was really waiting on, but we talked for like a couple months about it. And then the $20 codes came out, and she messaged me about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's only $20 to join. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I was going to wait until May whenever I graduated, so I would have extra time. But like, I can't pass up like a $20 deal. So I just was like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and join now. I don't know like if I'll start working right away. But like, I really need that extra $500 a month. And she was like, okay, well, there's like, whenever you go Ruby, there's like $1,000 guaranteed. But you have to do it within your first 2 months. And she was like, so like, you need to start working right away. And I was like, okay. So I joined, and then she told me like, if you go Emerald in your first 3 months, you get a $3,000 guarantee. And honestly, when she told me that, I was like, Allie, you're crazy. Like, I don't even think I can go Emerald in 3 months, because last time I did this business, I sat at distributor for 6 months and didn't like, and then I finally hit executive. But like when I previously was doing this business, y'all, I wasn't like doing what I was supposed to be doing. My leader wasn't that great. She wasn't helping me. I didn't really know. I was really lost. And so I honestly joined just to go Ruby, just to make an extra $500 a month. Like, never in a million years would I ever have like imagined going diamond. And like I said, I'm a full-time nursing student, and I work part-time at the hospital. I think that answered your question.
Yes, that was awesome. That was awesome. So you guys, the first time she joined this business, it just really wasn't her time. But now she joined, and like, it's her time. She's going crazy. It's freaking awesome. So you guys, if you are signing up distributors and let's say, they're doing their thing a little and then they quit, don't give up on them. Don't like block them from stuff, because they can come back. Look at it. She came back, and now it's her time. So don't ever give up on people. And like, I personally, I've had a lot of distributors quit, and I don't block them from anything. Like, I still want them to follow me because I want them to see where I'm going. So then hopefully down the road, it does become their time and they're like, okay, I'm ready to do this again. So that, wow. Okay. So next question. How do you do this, promote to Diamond, and work and go to school, nursing school? So like, how do you do that?
Well, I'm not gonna lie and say like it's super easy, because it's not. Like, nursing school itself is like a full-time job. So it's not easy at all. I work a lot of the time I work at night. Like, after I get out of clinical, after I get off work, after I do whatever I'm doing, I try and like dedicate an hour of my time each night and just like really devote that time just to working, and like productively working. And then throughout the day, I like follow up with people, I'm messaging people, I'm posting obviously on social media, I'm adding stuff to my stories. And honestly, like, voice messaging is like my very best friend. I voice message everyone, like even my team. Like, I don't even have time to text them. Like, I just voice message everyone. And so like, if I'm like in the bathroom at work, I'm just like voice messaging my customer, like, oh my gosh, you have to get this cleanse. Like, I did it like 2 weeks ago and I lost 4 pounds and I felt so amazing. Or like, I've been drinking this keto coffee and I didn't drink it the other day and I literally crashed at 2 o'clock. I used to take naps like every day, like literally every day. I'd be so gassy if I didn't take a nap. And I haven't had a nap since I like started drinking our keto coffee. So honestly, like, you just have to make the time for it. You have to balance your life out. Like, it is hard sometimes, because I'm like, okay, like today, I was like, okay, I have a test on Thursday, so I need to study. Like, I knew I was doing this tonight, so I was like, I need to study in the morning. I need to start my study guide. I know I need to post it this time, and this time. And like, I need to follow up with these couple people. And then like, I honestly, the biggest thing that I've probably changed is like, I just don't watch TV. And so like, instead of watching TV, I'm working. And then instead of like non-productively like scrolling through Facebook, watching like recipe videos or like whatever I'm watching, or like scrolling through, I like make sure that whatever I'm doing is like productive. And I know Taylor like told you guys earlier, I mostly work off Facebook. I've only gotten 1 customer from Instagram and that's it. So like, I just work on Facebook. I mean, I do like try Instagram, but it's not my strong suit. So yeah, and then like, you definitely want to like balance out your personal life too. Like, I'm married, and so like, I make sure I spend at least like an hour a day like off of my phone with my husband, like give him that time, cooking dinner, and then like we normally eat dinner together and talk. And like, yeah, I might watch TV during that hour. But other than that, I literally like don't watch TV. And then if I know that I have clinical the next day, like I have 12-hour clinicals. And so I have to be up at 5 a.m. and I won't be home until 7. And I like barely get any breaks. Sorry, someone called me. I go to the bathroom whenever I can. So I make my post up the night before. Like I told you, I dedicate that hour of time. So during that hour of time, if I know I have clinical the next day, I like every day I like make 2 product and 2 opportunity posts. So I make those up the night before and I save them under my notes. And it'll say like post, and then I put the date. And then all I have to do is like copy and paste it. And then I already know like what picture I'm going to put with it. And so it literally takes me like 2 seconds to do it. So I can do it like literally walking down the hallway to get a coffee or whatever.
That's so awesome. And you guys noticed how when she said that she was telling customers, oh my God, you have to get this cleanse. I just got this cleanse and this is what happened to me. She's being a product of the product. She has her auto ship set up. If you don't have your auto ship set up and you're not trying new products every month, if you're brand new, how are you going to tell people what the coffee tastes like? How are you going to tell them how to even make it? Right? You had to try stuff. That's awesome. Okay, so you said you work an hour a night every night. So during that hour, and you said you were doing productive things. What are those productive things that you're doing throughout the hour? And I think you're frozen right now.
Am I frozen?
Oh, now you're good. Okay.
Okay. So during the hour, I have like a thing that I do. It's just like what I do, like everyone's different. But I do the same thing every single day. It's very repetitive, but it works for me. So I'm going to stick with it. And I told my team to do it. So, every morning I like wake up and I, like Allie, I'm like, honestly credit to Allie for everything I ever say because she's taught me everything. I can't take credit for any of this. But I wake up every morning and I think about like at least 10 things that I'm grateful for from like the previous day, whether it's big or small. Like today, like I'm thankful that there was no wrecks on the way to my 30-minute drive to school. And then I'm thankful that my husband got off work an hour early. I'm thankful that my sister-in-law's in town and is like doing my lash extensions for free. I'm thankful that you invited me on this Zoom. So, and it can be like work related, like not work related, school related, whatever, just small things, big things. Like obviously I'm very thankful that I went diamond. So, I mean, like so I start my day off with that. And then I find an inspirational quote. And like, honestly, anytime I see a quote on Facebook that's like, oh my gosh, I love that, or on Pinterest or wherever, I save it and then I'll post it as my own. So I start my day off like grateful. And like literally people ask me like all the time, they're like, does It Works make you post something like inspirational every morning? I'm like, no, I just do that. And they're like, well, I really like it. Like it makes me like feel better about myself when you post something like that. And so I start off with that. And then I post 2 product and 2 opportunity posts like every single day. And I like do it in a certain order. I don't know why, I just do. So I post my inspirational quote the first thing as soon as I wake up, whether it's 5 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m., whatever time I wake up. And then like an hour later, I do a product post. And then around lunchtime, I'll do an opportunity post. And then at like 4 or so, I'll do another product post. And then like later in the evening, I'll do an opportunity post. And I just like, I find those on the team pages. I find those like on Pinterest. I find those from other leaders, but I make sure like I normally just steal their pictures and then like make them my own. So like, if Taylor posts a picture of like her coffee cup this morning, like I might take the picture that she put of her coffee cup, but she might have said something like, how she's like starting her morning off right or something. And I'm going to post, I'm like, I hate that I'm having to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to clinical today, but thank God I have my keto coffee or I would be dead at 2. And my patients would be finding me napping on it, like in a closet somewhere. So I just like make it my own, like make it pertain to my life. I don't just like copy and paste things. And then, so I make sure I do those. And then I like am adding to my story. I make sure to do like opportunity posts. I normally do like my product post in the morning and then opportunity post in the evening. And I put up like, I always make it where it's like a picture and then you can like click on different pictures for the product post. And it's like before and after, before and after, before and after. And then it's like, you can get this today for 40% off. And then I do a poll. So I make sure I have like 2 polls on my story every single day, one for opportunity and one for whatever product. And then like throughout the day, I'm like adding like to my story, just like about my life. And same with like on my Facebook feed, I just add like whatever I'm doing for the day. So like this morning when I was making my study guide for my test, like I took a picture and I was like, is nursing school over yet? And then like I had a picture that me and my friends took during clinical a couple of weeks back, and I like put that on both my posts. I put that on both my post or on my feed, and I actually put it on Instagram too. And I was like, 33 days till graduation. So like I make sure and like incorporate my life because like, you don't just want to be like, it works, it works, it works. But then I incorporate it works into my life too, if that makes sense. And then also like every day every time I open my phone, I make sure to like add, well, actually my screensaver, this is something I also got from Allie. My screensaver is like stuff, like aspirations, like stuff that like dreams I have. But instead of like, I want to be diamond, well, I guess now it's I want to be double diamond. It's I am double diamond. Like, I am a millionaire. My house is paid off. I'm an amazing wife. I am a nurse. Like, I have passed my NCLEX. And it's like not all like it's not all it works related. But then like every time I open my phone, like I make myself say those, at least like in my head, but I normally try and say them out loud. And it literally got to the point where I would tell my husband, like I said it so much, I'd be like, I am diamond. I am diamond. My husband was like, are you diamond or are you not? Because he's like, did we make this money yet? And then like he's just like, are you really diamond? Like he like wouldn't even know because I just said it so often. And that like honestly, like your mindset is a lot. Like I didn't realize how much it has to do with everything, but like I just speak it out into the universe, and I'm like, I'm a little customer signing machine. I only like sign at least 50 volume orders. My team is killing it. Everyone on my team is a Ruby. And I just speak it out like every day in the shower, in the car. Like I can't tell you how many times I said that I am diamond before I was ever diamond. So I do that, and I, then when I open my phone, if I go to Facebook, I make sure to add like 5 friends and interact with at least 3 new people every time like I open Facebook. And how I do that is I just open Facebook and you can click on most recent, and I try to comment on 3 people's stuff that's not on my team. And then if I go to Instagram, I go to like the stories and I comment back on their stories, like, oh my gosh, your dog is so cute, or oh my gosh, I love your kid's outfit, or whatever. And then I try and add like 10 people on Instagram. And then I'm reading like self-development book, Girl Wash Your Face, that Allie got me. And I feel like that's helped me a lot with my mindset and everything. And then I do a lot of like YouTube videos of just like researching for myself. Like whenever I knew that I needed like a lot of volume to go diamond, I literally YouTubed how to sign a lot of customers with It Works. And like the first video that popped up was like how I don't even remember her name, but it was like how this girl signed 73 customers in like 20 days or something. And I watched that, and that helped a lot. And then I make sure to get on at least 1 Zoom a week. So I try to do like more than that, but like with my crazy schedule, I'm like, if I can get on at least 1 Zoom a week, like that's good. That's like minimum for me though.
That's awesome. I love all of that. About the affirmations, Allie, when I was going diamond in December, she said the same thing. And like the whole car ride to work, I was saying, I am diamond. Customers come to me from all different directions. My customers are ordering huge orders. Like literally that is what got me to diamond. And then when I was trying to go double last month, but I'll get it this month, this was sitting up like,
oh, love it.
It was like sitting up, well, right here on my desk, but you could see it from like the whole room. And at night, my husband like loves video games and he plays at night. And so after we'd be done hanging out after dinner, he's like, okay, so he'd see the board every day and he'd like, so are you going to go get that $25,000 bonus? Or because he's going to go diamond and I was going to go double. And I'm like, oh, yes. So it's good to get your family involved in this too, because they're going to push you. Okay, so you said you're waking up and you're saying grateful things, you're posting, you're adding to your story every day, you're adding people, you're interacting. Are you messaging people?
Yeah, so this is crazy, and like I know a lot of people probably are gonna be like, what? But I've actually never cold messaged anyone. Yeah, I don't know how. I just didn't have to.
So what are you doing? Like, how are these people coming to you?
I don't know, girl. Like, I guess it's just my excitement. Because I go live, and I talk to all my friends and family, like anyone I see. I work at the hospital, so like anytime anyone's like, oh my God, I'm so tired, I'm like, well, you need keto energy. They're like, oh my God, like, I need to lose some weight. I'm like, oh, really? Because you need thermophyte. Because I'm like, we walk around all day anyways. So I just like posting, and then like people, I do message anyone who likes or comment on my post or like does a poll or anything, then I message them. And then I do host to post, which like, if you don't know what that is, it's like I paid Allie $5 to get into like the Apple Watch giveaway. And I just post a picture of an Apple Watch, and I'm like, who wants to win a free Apple Watch? And anyone that comments on it, I send them like a thing, and it says like, hey, like, thanks so much for your comment about my Apple Watch. To get entered, it's super simple. All you have to do is put up a post for me. And they're like, okay, cool. And you're like, okay, so here's the post. And I just send them like the simplest post that I can find. And then like anyone who comments on that, I immediately add them as a friend. Then as soon as I get accepted, I message them. At first I wasn't messaging them like before they added me, but I was going into like their hidden messages, and so a lot of people weren't seeing them. So now I wait until they add me. And then anyone that's ever, so I just assume to sell. If they commented or liked my post, I assume like they're interested in my product and they need it. So if like, I just assume like, I'm just like, well, you commented, so you want it, so you're going to buy it. And, if they don't reply to me, I just assume that like they forgot or that like they got busy. So I just message them again. And like the key is in follow up, because like I keep a list. I have a notebook. It's in my kitchen. But I just keep a notebook of like anyone who's commented or liked on anything. I write them down immediately. Or if like I'm at school or work, I'll just like screenshot it and write it down that night when I get home. But I write them down, and then like it's so fulfilling whenever you get to cross a name off. Like you're like, ha ha ha. So I just keep a list. But yeah, I mean, like posting consistently is probably like my biggest key to success. Because like I just haven't, I mean, if I had to message people to get them to, I definitely would. And I'm sure I probably will to go double, but I just haven't had to yet. Just like my excitement, my lives, my posts have been enough.
Excitement is huge. So how many host to posts do you think you get out like a day or a week?
Girl, so many. I can't even tell you how many. Like I would say probably at least like I like kind of play it towards my favor. So I know everyone's at work during the day, so I like will put the post up that morning. So when everyone's like drinking their coffee and like scrolling through Facebook at work or on lunch break, they'll comment on it. And then at like 4:00 when everyone gets off of work, that's when I send them the message. So then they're posting it when everyone's off of work. But I would say like at least 5 a day.
And what you're putting on your what's getting people to comment is the Apple Watch giveaway. Is that what you were? Okay. So then there's going to be a new giveaway, I'm sure, coming up in the next few days. So just pay attention to our team page. But okay, so then people are commenting on that, and then you're messaging them. And are you doing mostly product host to post or just product?
Yeah, I've only done product just because like my team did grow so quickly. I needed more customers than I did distributors, and I am like really good at getting distributors. I don't know why. I guess like I'm money hungry, and so like I just know people who like want money. So I like had to focus more on like getting product and getting volume. So I just did product strictly because that's just what I needed. But like I'm sure whenever like I'm gonna go triple, I'm obviously gonna need a bigger team. So I would focus more on distributors. I just kind of like, and that's like the same with my post. Like for yesterday, like I needed a bunch of volume to go diamond. I only made one product post, even though it was the last day of $20, because like I just see it like they're gonna join me for $100 if they're really serious. So
yeah.
And then I was gonna say something. What was it? I don't remember. Just continue. I might think of it.
When you're doing host to post, do you just stick with the same host to post, or are you switching them up?
Okay, so I remember what I was gonna say. So before I knew about the Apple Watch thing, I was actually doing a sample kit. So like if you didn't want to pay the $5 for the Apple Watch, I suppose you can just be like, who wants a free sample? And you can literally give them a sample of like keto coffee. And then I did one, it was like, who wants a free wrap? And if they put up a status and got 2 customers, because we the product reward or the product rewards for 2 customers, so you can buy like 4 wraps for $25. So I would just be like, who wants a free wrap? And if I got 2 customers off their post, then I would give them a free wrap. But then what'd you ask me? Oh, I use different products for my post. I kind of switch it. I kind of do it like based on who this, like, I don't know if this is bad to say, I kind of do it based on who I'm talking to. Like if I'm talking to like a 17-year-old chick, like I'm going to have her do hair, skin, and nails, because like I don't want to be selling like weight loss products to her 17-year-old friends, or 18, I guess, because you have to be 18 to buy. But I don't want to be like selling weight loss products like 18-year-old girls. And so I like would focus on hair, skin, and nails. Or if it's like my mom, she has her own hair, skin, and nail results, so like I make her put up her own pictures. Whereas like if it's my brother, I might have him do like the shake, because you know, like he's focused more towards guys, and guys like protein shakes. So I kind of like just do it based on whatever I like think my audience is going to be, based on who I'm talking to.
And are you getting these host posts from our team page, or are you coming up with them yourself?
I get them from the team page.
And then like scripts and how to talk to people, because you're still not even 60 days into the business. Are you getting this from our team page, or are you just amazing?
No,
you are amazing, but
not amazing. So at first I definitely used the scripts. Like I stuck to them very like copy paste, you know. Now that I'm more comfortable with it, because I have like messaged so many people and talked to so many people, I kind of like make it my own. Especially like if I know them, and like the scripts don't always sound exactly like you. So like now I don't just copy and paste, like I kind of make it sound more like me. And so I have like a couple things that I've kind of like came up with that just work for me. Like whenever I'm talking about the cleanse, which is like something I sell a lot, I always ask like, okay, are you just trying to cleanse and like get some energy and lose that sludge, or like are you trying to lose some weight? And like 90% of the time they say lose some weight. And I'm like, okay, well then we're gonna have to like, I'm gonna ask you some questions I hope you don't mind answering, but we're gonna get you on like a really good system to help you lose that weight. And I always ask like, how much weight do you want to lose over the next 90 days? And I ask, do you drink coffee? Do you work out or walk or like exercise at all during the day? Do you eat a lot of carbs and fats? And I feel like there's something else.
Veggies.
Oh yeah. Do you eat a lot of vegetables, or do you eat enough vegetables? And so then like if literally if you were to ask me that, I'd be like, yeah, I eat a ton of carbs. I walk at the hospital. I don't ever eat vegetables. I'm trying to think what else I just said.
That's okay. That's awesome, because you're hitting like every single product. So they're like, no, I don't eat enough vegetables. No, I don't work out. Yeah, I eat like crap. And so then you can put together this whole package for them instead of them just getting the cleanse.
Yes.
So then, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And you guys, I asked her those questions before because I knew what the answer was, because there is so much information in our team page, you guys. Search HAP, H-A-P, search host. And you're going to get all these scripts. In the beginning, it's okay to use those scripts, but then you're going to get comfortable and you're going to be able to just talk and send voice messages like she does, and it's really going to sound like you, and it's just going to be way easier sealing the deal, especially if you use all these products and you're super passionate about it, because then you can even give more details like, oh, it tastes like this, and this is what it did for me.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely at first I used the scripts, and now, like I said, I send a lot more like voice messages to people. And so it's just like, and like I'm just so excited about the products, and so and I like don't overwhelm anyone, so I just like tell them, I'm like, I'll voice message and be like, oh my gosh, girl, our cleanse is so amazing. You have to get it. You're going to lose, like, you could lose like up to 10 pounds. Your body holds so much sludge. You're going to have so much energy whenever you get done. Let's get your order in. And like, I send that in a voice message, and like, they literally can't say no to that. Like, you can't be like, what are you going to say? And then, when I'm following up with people, I send them like, I normally send them like a text when I'm following up, and I'm just like, hey, are you still trying to lose some weight? That's literally what I'm saying, because like, they're not going to reply and be like, no, I just lost 30 pounds in the last 2 days. Like, so I just always ask that, and they're like, yeah, I am.
That's so good. You guys, it's her excitement. That's what's getting people. And she's assuming the sale. As soon as they're like, oh yeah, I want to lose weight, not just get rid of sludge. She's like, oh, okay, well, let's set you up with a plan. Like, she's already like, okay, here we go. This is what we're going to do. That's awesome. Okay, so I want to talk about distributors a little bit. So being a diamond, you helped, what is it, 3 people go ruby? Is that what it is? I don't remember. No, I don't remember.
It's an emerald. So an emerald has 2 rubies. So it's an emerald, 2 rubies, and then 1 ruby. And then I have my 400 box is the most ruby. So
how did you get all of these distributors on your team started so quick to help you go diamond?
Well, my first 2 distributors were my very best friends. One I met in nursing school, and I basically just like told her she was doing it. I didn't really give her a choice. I said like, you got $20, you're going to join this company with me, and we're going to be rich. And she was like, okay, sure. And I was like, and you're going to do whatever I tell you to. And, my other best friend, I've known her for like 10 years. And I went over to her house. Like, we had been texting, and she was being stubborn. So I just went over to her house. I was like, okay, I get out of class at 11. I'll be at your house. So I went over to her house, and I was like, girl, like, she just had a baby. And I was like, you really need this business. I know you don't want to like go back to work. And like, I told her, like, I was like, you literally, like, this is what you can make. Like, we have $1,000 guaranteed money, $3,000 guaranteed money in your first 3 months. Like, just think about what that could do for you in Nova. And she was like, okay. And she was like, well, I have to borrow the $20 from my mom. And I was like, okay, well then text her and ask her if you can borrow it. And she was like, right now? And I was like, right now. So she did. And her mom like gave her the money, and she just went emerald. Yesterday, she just went emerald, and she had to borrow that $20 from her mom to join. And so like so that's how I got my first 2 distributors. And then after that, I wish I had my list here, but like a couple of them were from like old distributors who I knew like did well on my old team, but like also had quit around the same time I had quit. And like they were kind of like me, like they were I feel like it just wasn't their time yet. And then my other distributors just came from like Facebook. Like some of them, you know, we have like where like I know them, and then other people like I know of them. But honestly, it's just like being excited, like knowing that, like having faith in them, like telling them like I'm literally no different than you guys. I probably have like way less Instagram followers. I have like 1,000 Instagram followers, and I like don't have that many friends on Facebook. So it like I was just expanding my network, and people were coming to me. But whenever like I get a new distributor, I always tell them like, first thing, I don't like, at first I was like overwhelming them because like I was just excited. So I was like, okay, download this, do this, and they were like shutting down on me. And so I was like, okay, plan B. So I would like tell them, okay, first step, like download the It Works Connect app and let's get logged in. Once they do that, I have them watch the training videos. And then I tell them, okay, I'm going to add you to a couple group like chats and a Facebook page. You're going to click on the units on the Facebook page, and I want you to read the first 6 in the next 3 days. Because like for me to read the first 6, like I read them in like an hour, if that. And so like I'm giving you 3 days, like absorb it and then ask me any questions. And then I'm like, while you're doing that, like first thing I want you to do is put this post up. And then I send them the sample post that's in one of the units. But that's just because like I want them to get started as soon as possible. And like a lot of them say they're like, oh, I want to wait until my kit comes in. And I'm like, well, there's nothing in your kit that's special. It's just like most of them get the sample kit. And I was like, it's just like a week's worth of products. Like there's not a golden ticket in there for you. I can show you this. And honestly, like here's my thing is like, I treat every distributor the same. I tell you like what to do. I tell you like what I did and what I'm doing on the daily. I don't ever ask my team to do anything that I'm not doing. And I tell them like, if you do this, you're not going to fail. If you like, I'm giving you all the information you need, whether you decide to run or not is your choice. But like you joined this business for a reason. And I don't know, it might have been your live or your Zoom. I was watching a Zoom with someone or a video or something, and they said that the first thing they do is ask their team like their why. Like that's the first thing they ask them is like why they join. And so then whenever they try and quit or ignore you or whatever, you always like you say like, hey girl, like I know you're in a rut, but don't forget you joined this business to be a stay-at-home mom with your 2-week-old baby. And so like so I really like that, and I've been doing that more often. So because I'm gonna be honest, like I have 100 distributors under me, not that I haven't personally signed all them, but they're under me. And I've had probably like at least half of them not working.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
Your
personal plan.
Yeah, people are gonna quit, you guys. I built my Emerald. I mean, I kind of had something just like you where I joined and then I built an Emerald chart and every single person on the chart quit. And then I quit. I didn't cancel my account, but I did not do anything. I didn't even like log into my pay portal because, well, I didn't think I was going to be paid every single month that I wasn't working. But it's just, it happens and it's okay. There's 7 billion other people out there. Okay, if you guys have questions, I want you to put it in the chat. I'm going to go through this and see what we have. I know, let's see. There's somebody else in nursing school who's on here, and she said if you can devote just 1 hour a day, you can do this business. That's awesome. Okay, what was your first live video about?
Oh, y'all are going to be shook at this. My first live video was the day I joined. Yeah, I literally went live and I was like, hey guys, I'm coming back to It Works. I'm so excited. I'm going to earn $3,000 and I'm looking for some people to do it with me. Who's in? It's only $20 to join.
I'm so scared to go live still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm still a nervous wreck when I do it. But what I do is I just like pull it up and I like tell myself, I'm like, you got 5 seconds to go live. What are you gonna go live about? I just hit live and it's already done. So,
so Allie, Allie's your enroller, right?
Yes.
Allie posted in the chat and she's like, she posts 4 times a day consistently. So no one's guessing what she's doing. So you guys, if she's staying that consistent every single day, her followers and all of her friends are going to see that and they're going to be able to trust her way more than someone who posts every 3 days. How is somebody going to trust you with their financial goals and their weight loss goals if you're only posting every few days? How are they going to trust you and be like, okay, this girl can really help me, get this $500 that I need to pay off my car? They're not going to trust you. They're going to go trust her because she's posting about it every single day.
Yeah. Okay. And I, like even Allie, like yesterday, like after I went diamond, like it was so,
I love you, Jason.
I was like
you don't need to be
stressed out.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was so stressed out about it. And so I like obviously called Allie, like bawling my eyes out, y'all. I just have to tell you, I did not think I was going to go diamond. When Allie told me I was going to go emerald in 3 months, I was like, girl, you're crazy. And then it started happening, and it was just crazy. And then she told me that there was a $10,000 bonus. I didn't even know that there was a $10,000 bonus. And so whenever I went diamond, I literally like called her crying, and she's like, okay, go have a nice dinner, take a breather. She's like, you can't take a break, but you can take a breather. And I couldn't, because like that was the last night of the $20 codes. And then so today I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna take a breather for a little bit today. And like I still can, like I've still been posting today. It's just not gonna happen.
Oh my God. Okay, so Jessie asked what the live video was about, and then she just asked, did people actually join the day that you did that live video, or did it take some time and consistency?
It definitely took time and consistency. I think that people probably saw that video who eventually joined my team, but it's not like I went live on that video and I got like 10 messages like, oh my gosh, I want in. That definitely didn't happen. It was more like I did that live video, and then I posted the next day and the next day and the next day, and then people started coming in.
Yeah, you guys, after I decided that I was done for quitting the first time and I came back, which was in April of last year, I did not enroll a distributor. Well, it was actually in March when I was like, okay, I can't pay rent anymore. So from March until the very end of June or the first week of July, I didn't sign a distributor that whole time. And that's okay, because now look where we are. Now I'm getting to make $4,000 a month combined from my phone. Like, it's okay to start out slow. Like, don't feel like, oh my gosh, I need to go diamond in 60 days or I'm just a failure. Like, you can't compare yourself to her. We're doing this so that she can give you guys all these tips and pour into you, so that then you can take that to your business and hopefully apply these, tips and tricks, but not compare. Okay?
No.
I could compare myself to her. I'm a diamond and I've been in this business for technically 2 years. But it doesn't matter, because I joined for $200. All I wanted to do was pay my car insurance and my gym membership. But now look, I can pay my rent with it. So don't look and compare. Look and take the tips and then move forward with your own business. All right. Do we have any other questions? Let's see. Oh, Emily decided to join the day you went live, but it took her a couple days, she said. That's awesome.
Yeah. See, and I mean, I've been live like, I don't know, so many times since. Like I've just been live a few times since. And then so another thing I did was I went to the event in Asheville. I live in Johnson City, Tennessee, and there was an event in Asheville on March 24th. And this is so crazy because let me see, I wrote it down so I could like remember exactly what it was. So on March 24th, before March 24th, like that month of March, so from March 1st to March 24th, I had signed 6 customers, all around like 50 BV. I went to that event. I took 6 pages of notes. And then from March 24th to March 31st, I signed 11 LCs, all above 50 BV. One was like 120, I think. Yeah. So like definitely get to an event. Like people say it's so important, but you don't realize until like you get there, because it is literally life changing. Like whenever you see those diamonds like walking up to the stage, like they had all the diamonds like walk up to the stage, and you're like, oh my God, like he is no different than me. She is no different than me. If she can do it, so can I. Y'all are no different than me. I swear, I'm no one special. Like no, literally no one special. And like it's 100% like me believing in myself and having that mindset. I told you guys like every single day I would say, I am diamond. I'm a loyal customer signing machine. My team is killing it. Everyone on my team is a ruby. Like just saying it out loud, like speaking it, like I swear it just made it true. Like I would not have been diamond without the mindset I had, without like the belief I had in myself.
Aww. You're so sweet. I'm so glad we got to do this.
Me
Well,
too.
I don't see any other questions in the chat, so we will just wrap it up. Basically, you need to believe in yourself, believe in the products, believe in the business, and then show people that. That is like the main thing I got from you. Thank you so much. I know you had a crazy busy schedule with work and nursing and everything.
Oh, girl, you're
Thank you
good.
for
I'm so
being
happy.
on. This is recorded, you guys, so I'll just post it